So this will go to the side, but I did want to point out that there are some things with doing a large painting where you've solved a lot of things already in the study. And so, for example, the horizon line and where that lies is a really big, it's a marker in the whole piece about where everything else goes, things that will fall above and below. And it's very easy to not have a straight horizon. So I measured. This is where the one place I use my high school math with some consistency is to create like a proportion. So this is a 30 by 40, this is this many inches up. I did the 72 here and I came up with right there. I actually, just eyeballing it, I wanted it a little bit higher. So that's what I did. I'm going to set this over to the side where I can see it. And I'm going to show you the brushes I'll be using. Bigger canvas, bigger brushes, or else it'll just end up, one thing take forever, but also end up looking really noodly. This is the reason why a lot of times when people do a little, like a plein air painting that's teeny and the brush is this big, it looks fresh and lovely. And then if they don't move up in brush size to the bigger canvas, if they do a bigger canvas, it's not going to look the same at all. This is my palette. I will have to mix more paint, no doubt, but this has my, my wax that I use in it. And so it spreads nicely, as you'll see. And I work on a dark ground, and the dark ground creates the luminosity. Counterintuitive, but it creates the luminosity that you see here, is building up these layers of semi-transparency on top of the dark gesso. So here we go. I'm not going to pick the biggest brush because this is a fairly narrow bit of paint here. The first layer goes on really very loose, and it's a lot of fun, that stage of a painting for me. And then the subsequent layers, especially the last layer, there's a lot more precision in it, and small tweaking of shapes and blending of clouds. So not every year, but many years, I teach a painting in large scale workshop at the Woodstock School of Art. And we don't work this big, but this gives you an idea of how to move up. And then there's going to be some blending at the horizon. There's always lots of blending in my work. I love the simplicity, the reduction of detail works partly because of the blending of the edges. So we don't have a constructivist kind of cutout look. So I usually blend from both sides. A little bit messy at the start is fine, although my final version of a painting is not messy. I love it when other painters paint messy. It just isn't what works for me. And then, so I'm going to move all the way across on this horizon, and then the next thing will be, I kind of roughed out an estimate on this. Usually I don't have to be quite so mathematical, but that approximately an inch here is almost 2.5 inches on my big canvas. So that'll help me locate my back sandbar there that's got the grasses, the marsh grasses on it. This is actually a view of Monomoy from Chatham. So it's a particular place. Some of my work is more of a universal type of place, but this is a very particular place. And so I will move down with all of these sandbars using these same techniques, the large brushes, and then this layer will dry, and then I'll do another layer.